don't drink no pop unless I'm pulling up some Quinn. I let my kids all on her face and tongue and told her baby seat. Leaning hard as fuck, she still like that, and that was lazy dick. If I was to die right now, I ain't going outside, I'll leave my lady rich. I was to die right now, my niggas slide out on all that crazy shit. Break no tins, I'm wearing them around the house so I could break them in. Don't do no undercover pressure. If it's smoke, go ahead and see it then. I sound ready to pop out at my show and then go stupid, man. Told my hoe to hold my left, not right hand, that's my shooting hand. Heard he said something about me on the net, I don't get no Hoover, damn. If I was me, I'd hate me too. I love being who I am. It's Mr. Pretty nigga, put a beam on top of the blit, Mr. E, your crib, I'm putting dick on top of your bitch, Mr. Rasta Rambo went and hollered all of his tips. I'm Mr. Paid as fuck. Being up, got paid for all of my kids. I got paid for all of my bros. I got hate for all of you niggas. You a fashion star with that pole, that's why you taking all of them pictures. Once I hit sand on that low, might as well go light up a switch. They ain't fucking with the 2-4. I'ma shot with all of these. I'm on demon time, I been getting mine. We outside for days. These niggas can't get like I am on my wine. Then I rhyming this way. I'm off in perks, I'm flying. Running back Heisman, finna go up my rank. I point no green, no yellow unless it's tough. Codeine up in my drink, I told that hoe I don't want fuck, I just want face, Wanna see him dead, but I won't go up out of my way, Then V-Max 223's gon' hit his body, then break, How the fuck you kill the show? You got 50 niggas on stage, Hey, fully ARP, ain't no switches to FRT. We gon' slide in SRTs and turn they ass at boy RD. I'm the hardest up in the league, matter of fact, I'm MVP. I see the way that they envy me and try to take on my energy. Hey, fuck my enemies, I'm really who they pretend to be. I'm real as fuck, these niggas cap as hell like MTV. Hey, you in my section, I'm gon' need a shot from that rental fee. I ain't trust nobody, I always been said FTB, Fuck them boys for life, I spent Florida twice, I need more perks, I need them niggas ice. I know you need them likes to feel like you important, right? If I don't catch his ass in the morning, I spend more at night, Real shit, yeah, I'm the biggest. I ain't had nobody hand me shit, had to go and get it. I know y'all ain't with it, y'all too pretentious. I hit the booth and they finish. It's just me and Twin just getting in and balling out like a pistol, nigga. Hey, yeah. Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. What a dooski. We got Apollo in the building.
What's going on? Thank you guys for having me. Hey, it's Apollo2400. You know what I mean? Thank you guys again for having me.
Hey, my dog. So, well, D-Tox, let's get a little intro in real quick.
Let's get it.
It's your boy Black.
It's your boy D-Tox.
We want to welcome y'all to
Escaping Reality TV.
Hey, so real quick, bro. So shout out to you, props, because you just spit all that on the instrumental. No backup vocals, no nothing.
Oh yeah. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, that's the same way I perform as we was talking about earlier. Like you saw the other day, I don't really use a backtrack. That's just like when you go see Prince perform. If you could see Prince perform, rest in peace, Prince. But you see Prince, he not using a backtrack. You go see. Eminem, he not using a backtrack. You go see Kendrick Lamar, he not using a backtrack. You know what I mean? It's just there's peoples that I look up to that's like, damn, like they don't do it. I want to be like them. You know what I mean?
So that's a real performance right there.
Yeah. And then that's another thing. Performing is like, it's not even just about the music. It's like the whole all around experience. And I feel like there's more energy when I'm not using a backtrack. Granted, like I said, I will use a backtrack on certain songs. Like if I'm performing something that has auto-tune and I don't got the access to live auto-tune, I'll use it then. Or like I was talking about earlier, how sometimes on certain songs where I know I could run out of breath, I'll put in my fillers. So like I'll take the vocals, like certain vocals, and put them in just enough to give me a certain room to where I could breathe and then go back in it. Yeah, you know what I mean? But it's because eventually, like if I was to like blow up super huge, I want to like get like theatrical with it. Like you seen like how ASAP Rocky had that helicopter and stuff at his show.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm trying to do stuff like that. I'm trying to be able to do that. So I'm trying to work on my health so I could breathe better and do it even better for y'all. Yeah, oh God.
Yeah. Hey, okay.
Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, bro. Like I said, hey, that shit's crazy actually that you can do that. Not everyone can do that. You feel me?
Facts, bro. Facts.
Like you said, it comes with a lot of breathing, a lot of practice.
Rehearsal.
Practice makes perfect. You know, you got to rehearse. You gotta get it in for show.
Yeah.
About how many times you think you spit that shit and have it down like that?
Well, it's actually on release, so you guys are gonna actually be getting that release soon. I'm working on a music video for it within the next couple weeks. I'm working on a mic drop for it. I'm working on all kinds of things for it. So, but I've only performed it a total of twice, and that was in the span of a month. And then other than that, I recorded it, and then so I probably spit it like I don't know. I haven't really spit it that much though. Basically, is what I'm saying. It hasn't even been
Not
a
even
lot,
like
but
on your own time type shit.
that's what I was gonna say though. Like when I was rehearsing for the past show, the one that I did to get me here. Yeah, I was rapping that like almost every day. You know what I mean? Like, or it's like one of the. So look, check this out. When I was in high school, there was this other rapper. His name is Jediah. Shout out Jediah. I hope you watch this. He's my dog. Real cool as hell. But I remember he used to walk around in the hallways and he used to like have a big ass speaker and he would carry that motherfucker with him through the whole hallways, but he was just playing his music, his own music though. Like, you know, some people would see that as like corny and shit, but I remember like I didn't think so, and I asked, cause keep in mind though, like it got people was fucking with him, you know what I mean? Yeah. And like I remember asking like, yo, what made you want to do that? And he told me, he was like, yeah, like it's just if you can't listen to your own music in the car or on speakers, then how you gonna expect someone else to? You know what I mean?
Facts, bro.
And it's like, it made me think about it like, damn, you gotta treat yourself like a famous artist. Like you gotta like, you know what I mean? You gotta
live it like you got it.
Exactly, bro. So like, it's just like one of those things where it's like, yeah, I feel like you gotta act like you already there. You gotta make it.
You gotta believe in yourself.
Yeah, make you feel like you're already there. You know what I mean? And with that's why it's like I listen to my music back to your question, it's because like I listen to my own music in the car a lot. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So while I'm listening to it, I'm rapping with it. You know what I mean? Or
driving
like,
and shit.
Yeah, say I'm cleaning the house. Me and my lady, we cleaning and stuff, and boom, then I'm going ahead and just rapping my shit. You know what I mean? Or like it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, like I just love music. I'm in love with music, or even if it's not my own songs, like I be rapping everybody else's stuff, and that helps with my breath control.
Yeah, you know what I mean? For sure, bro.
Yeah.
It becomes second nature and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's dope, bro. So like to touch on that, like you said, you gotta believe in yourself. You don't believe in yourself, then like how you gonna expect everyone else to believe in you? You know?
Exactly, bro. Yeah, if you can't treat yourself like you already up there, then it's like nobody gonna even want to look that way. It's a confidence thing. Like even with performances, I've noticed that too. Like before, when I would perform, that's what I've been working on lately. Back to what I was just saying right now. Performing is a whole show. So when I first started performing, it was good shows, but it's more like I didn't really talk to the crowd other than, hey, my name is Apollo, and I thank you guys for coming, and then at the end, thank you. You know what I mean? But once I started getting deeper into it, like I said, for example, this year alone, I won 3 competitions. I won one in January, I won one in March, and then I won the one to be here. My thing is, it's way more than what I was. It's a crowd control kind of like thing. Like, you know what I mean? You want to be able to have the confidence, like we was talking about, to go up in front of these people and be like, yo, like, you got to understand, you're the center of attention for however long you're on stage, and you need to command that attention. You need to draw that attention, like, because if you just go up there and you just start rapping, it don't matter how good you is, because at the end of the day, people, especially in a bar, people are already drunk, they're talking with their
own
homies.
Little conversations.
They doing this over here, they doing this over here. That's why now when I perform, I make it a thing to, hey, yo, look, if you're not in the front, I need you to come to the front. Call individual people out. Hey, you over there in the back, right next to that one lady with the red hair, I need you to come up. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you over there in the corner. Like, you just need to start commanding that attention, and that comes with confidence. You know what I mean?
Sure,
like,
bro,
it's not, and it's not being cocky, because there's a difference between cockiness and confidence. You know what I mean? Confidence is believing in yourself and believing in your capabilities. Cockiness is putting others down in the process of, you know what I'm saying, believing in yourself and trying to put yourself over other people. It's not even about that. It's just about the fact that the more confidence you got, you're going to feel way more comfortable going on stage and doing things like that, or doing off the wall thing. Like, I remember this one time at Trophy Room, I got on top of the speaker and I jumped off the speaker when I was performing. You know what I mean? Just shit like that, where it's like, you gotta have the confidence to do that.
The crowd remembers and shit. It makes you stand out.
Yeah, bro, exactly. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, and again, that all comes with time and practice, but confidence, I feel like, is a big part in even blowing up to begin with. You know what I mean?
For sure, bro.
And you know, we were watching your performance, bro, and well, for one, I like how you said you gotta like command it, you know?
Yeah.
Because in a sense, like, you make it personal with whoever you're talking to, whoever you're pointing out, and then it's up to them. Like, damn, you know what? I kind of feel obligated now, you know?
Yeah.
Like, all right, well, he just called me out. Like, fuck it, let me go up there and support.
Yup.
Like, he made it personal, you know?
Facts.
That, and then before you even started rapping, bro, like, the first thing that was like, like, this nigga might have some shit. You were like, look, bro, I don't know what the fuck everyone else got going on, but I got 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I gotta. That means I gotta do something fucking crazy in the next 10 minutes. or else I ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, bro.
You know what? I actually remember that exact moment too, bro. Like
Yeah.
it was memorable that you said some shit like that.
Cause to me, like,
That's dope though.
yeah, bro, I've done 30-minute sets. I've done, like, you know what I mean? And like those, you have time to, like, you could do little interludes and, hey, how y'all doing, and blah blah blah.
In between
But
and shit.
when it's a competition like that, where I'm thinking, okay, I got 10 minutes to go in and and shock everybody and make everybody remember me. I don't want to spend time in between songs talking about like anything right now. You know what I mean?
Nah,
That's
it's
why I
like
went up and I
straight-
made sure to be like, you know what, bro? I want everybody over here because today I got 10 minutes and we put something crazy for this 10 minutes together. So for this 10 minutes straight, we all going crazy.
Hell yeah.
And I feel like another thing about it too is once I said that, I feel like it gave other people the energy too. Like, oh shit,
Yeah,
it was
what
already
the fuck is he talking
yeah.
about? Like, you know what I mean? What the fuck is he talking about? 10 minutes. Hold on, what's
Right,
gonna
let's
happen in the
tap
next
in.
10?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't think before they were really like thinking of it that way. You know what I mean? But that's why I like to like, especially in that moment. That's why I was like, hey man, 10 minutes. Let's go. Let's do some off the wall different shit.
Definitely gave the crowd a little bit more urgency.
But like, I don't want that to go over any of y'all's head either. Like, you just dropped like 2 gems, bro.
Yeah.
About being an artist and when you're performing. So I think even artists that are like that been in the game around here longer, you know, 5, 10, whatever, how many years. I don't think a lot of people understand that. Like you said, you got to go out there with confidence, and I demanded people to watch me. I demanded my attention.
Yeah.
And then it's like, that's why I told you before you came out, like, bro, like, it's because you got that it factor.
Yeah.
You walked up there and you were like, hey, look, y'all, I got 10 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes. I'm about to show y'all some shit in 10 minutes. Obviously, everyone's going to be like, well, all right, well,
Let's see
what
what you got. Let's see
what
what
you
it
about to
is.
show us then, bro,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, and keep in mind too, the way I did my set, so those songs, each song I played is longer than what I played.
Yeah.
The way I set it up was, that's exactly what I'm thinking. 10 minutes, if I do the whole song, you got 3 songs, maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like around there, and then your set's done.
Yeah.
I was able to do 6, but the reason I was able to do 6 is
chopped them
because
up.
exactly, you're like, I thought about, okay, what's the most eye-catching parts of these songs that I could use to where it's like, it got their attention, and bam, the next thing's some crazy shit. And it just, I wanted it to be set up like that, so it was kind of everywhere, where it's like, people are trying to keep up, like, oh shit, bro,
Like,
that
he
like
just
they don't want
turned
to
up.
miss it, because
Yeah,
at that point
yeah.
they're like, I don't know when he's gonna stop, and I don't know what's coming next. I hope if
the
it was
crowd
anything
on
like the
their
last
toes.
one, I want to keep it going. You know what I mean? Oh
Yeah.
God, like it was just, yeah, bro. That was a really good show. I'm really glad you guys got to come and see it.
For sure, bro. And shout out to Rap House. They were the
Shout out to
hosting
Rap
it.
House. Yeah.
Shout out to Rap House. Shout out to El Guapo's Cantina as
Yes,
well.
sir.
Yeah. Shout out El Guapos.
Shout out to Clubhouse as well.
Shout out to Clubhouse as well.
One thing
Yeah.
that caught my attention during your performance, bro, was because, well, we're artists ourselves, Black Messiah and myself, right?
Yeah.
So we see music in an artist type of perspective, and you're the type of artist that has a lot of double time. So you're like they're chopping it up with the
Right.
speed flows.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it was like a lot of speed flow, and then some more speed flow, and then it was like, damn, like he's actually spitting this shit.
Yeah.
Minimal mistakes, and then like when you're actually performing and you have a speed flow, like that shit requires stamina. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So like the stamina that you're able to go through the whole set.
Oh yeah.
And like not really have any mistakes like that. That was
Hey,
pretty impressive.
round for round, you was in there punching shit down, bro.
Yeah, for
Uh,
real.
You was getting to it. I give
I'm
you
not
that.
going. I'm not going to sit here and act like it was easy, because boy, at the end, my voice was going out. Once I got, I don't know if y'all remember, if you run the footage back, but you know the song I performed that's like the problem solved.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't say
yeah,
where
yeah,
it did have a
yeah,
backtrack. That was like,
The
I felt
breather.
like a blessing. Like I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God, thank God I get to like relax for a little bit, bro,
Yeah.
before this last song goes crazy.
Because you did have a lot of
Because-
that speed flow, bro.
Yeah, bro, and it's like, I'm not gonna lie, I'd like to do that. I don't like to do it too much. Like, but I also like to throw it in little songs, like where it's like a little glimpse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to go like the whole song on some Tech 9 shit, but at the same time, I like to throw in those little spots where it's just like I just start spazzing.
Yeah,
you know
and
what I mean?
not everybody can do
And-
that, bro. So that
Yeah.
definitely makes you different.
Especially to perform, like you said, that's an eye catcher. That's why I like to open up with FYN a lot of the times, which is the song that I opened up last time with. There's a few more songs that I also rotate that out with here and there, because it has the same kind of shock factor in that song. But that part is exactly where the beat cuts off, and I made the beat for FYN. By the way, if you didn't know that, I made that beat as well for that
Okay.
first song.
That's dope.
But
Hell yeah.
basically like where the beat stops and I'm going crazy and just beating the beat beat up a beat, and then she said my dick is shorty feels like it. That part, like every single time, everybody, oh, you know what I mean? Like,
bro, for
so
sure,
that
bro.
catches attention, draws it, then boom, here comes the next song, and it's something different. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I like to open up like that, because of what you just said. It's a shock factor too.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Man, that shit's crazy, bro. So,
Yeah.
so before we get like too into it,
Yeah.
tell the people where you got your name from.
So
Let's go back a little bit.
Apollo 2400.
Yeah, so he was just Apollo for a long time. Y'all knew that, but that was because so I came up with my name in middle school. I'm not gonna lie, and then it just kind of stuck. Like everybody just got used to calling me Apollo. But the thing was, when I was in middle school, I was like I was a reader, and like I was reading up all these books on Greek mythology and shit like that. And like Apollo is the god of the sun, but he's also the god of music. So I thought that was hard at the time to be like, oh shit, Apollo, the god of music, so am I. You know what I mean? That's how I felt
like,
at the
Apollo.
time.
Dope.
So then I did that. And then as I got deeper into it, and there was a couple people that had told me this, one of them being Jovia. Shout out Jovia and Sun City Productions. We fuck with y'all. I love y'all. But basically, Joe had told me something about this early on. My pops was talking to me about this. We had a couple other people, but the name Apollo is massively used. Like, and not even just for rapping, but just it's like a common name. So since I'm looking to blow up, and the people that are telling me this think I have the potential to blow up, everybody's like, you should change your name to something that's actually copyrightable, that we could trademark and file all the trademarks for, to make sure you getting your money off of your name, so it doesn't cause problems in the future. So as of right now, that's when I decided to add the 2400, because I'm from the area code 79924. We call it the 24. You know what I mean? So if you ever hear me say 24 shit, that's what I'm talking about. 24 79924.
Shout out to the North.
Yeah, shout out to Northeast, man. That's my place. But yeah, just 24 and then the 100. I was like, fuck it, I'ma just add that, because that way it's like I get to keep Apollo, but it goes Apollo 2400. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
that's smart, bro. So just how you told everybody, like the music aspect of it, there's also the business part.
Yeah.
Trademarks, copyrights.
Well, remember, like Prince, this symbol, if y'all can see on my fucking shirt, I don't know if y'all know when he had that shit going on with his label, and he ended up changing his name to a symbol so that he could take the royalties. Yeah, bro, like it's a thing where like, yeah, you want to be able to trademark everything, have copyrights to everything. You want to make sure you have everything in order, because if not, then you're gonna have people taking your money. And as an artist, you already don't get paid for streams, shit, for real. I mean, even if you're super famous, your stream money isn't gonna be where your income is mostly at. Your income is gonna mostly be from brand deals, from tours,
that show money, merch.
You know what I'm saying? And you can't make the merch, you can't do the brand deals and all this other shit if your name ain't even straight. You know what I mean? You gotta have
and then if you do, somebody's gonna come along the way and hit you with that lawsuit.
Hey, I own that. Yeah, exactly. Yup.
Hey, you know what's fucked up? Like people will see you like on the rise, you know, and then when stuff's copyrighted and everything, they get notifications when someone else is using their stuff, you know.
Yep.
So they'll sit there and watch you blow up. And just be like, you know what?
Oh, now he got some change.
Yeah, you know what? It's about that.
Y'all remember what happened with Juice WRLD and Sting for Lucid Dreams?
Nah, I didn't hear what happened with that.
There was a fucking, with the sample, the ding, 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 that was from a Sting song. So fucking
the royalties and everything in there.
Yes, bro. The sample on the beat, when Juice ended up blowing up off that song, Sting took that shit. So he owns, like, I don't know if he owns a portion of it or I don't know what, but I know he makes mad money off that song because of that little sample. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so even for producers, it's not just rappers. If you a producer, make sure your samples are cleared. Make sure everything,
you gotta get that shit cleared.
Get everything cleared up. That way, because keep in mind, it's always a song that nobody thinks is gonna blow. That blows. You know what I mean? You just gotta be ready for it. And when it does happen, that way you don't end up in a situation like that where it's like, damn, I didn't expect this to go as big as it did. Now I'm losing out. Nah, you know what I mean? Just have your shit done early. Believe in yourself enough to invest in all that shit. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's facts, bro.
That's facts.
It happens more often than not. Believe it, bro.
Yeah, I bet.
I feel like even me at first, like us, you know, like when we first started making music, we kind of just were like, it just excited about doing it and just about making music. We didn't have no like business form of doing anything at all. It was just like, well, fuck it, let's just jump in the studio, let's just grab this beat.
Shit, me too.
Like,
Fuck it.
yeah, you know,
Run it up.
I feel like that's how everyone starts
Yeah.
off, and then like once you like start to get serious about it, you're like, oh shit, like there's actually a whole nother world to this. Like
Yeah,
I
there's a
know,
whole other business
facts.
world too.
yeah,
Facts, bro. That's like a big part. Like, keep in mind, me too. Like, I'm struggling lately. Well, not struggling, but I'm learning. It's the fact that you constantly, whether you like it or not, as an artist, you gotta constantly be on your fucking phone, posting overly. Like, it doesn't matter if you're spamming or not. You gotta be unafraid to post your same video 4 times.
It's
Post
true.
your same video 6 times. Who gives a fuck? Because at the end of the day, you're not doing it for technically them. You are, but you're not, because you're mostly doing it for the algorithm. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah,
The
facts.
algorithm is what's going to end up catching on, and that's what I need to start getting better at, because I'm just in my own little world a lot of the time, you know what I mean? So I'll literally just be chilling with my lady, minding my business, forgetting my phone exists, and then I'm like, oh shit, I gotta post, or I gotta, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to start getting better. Me personally, I feel like
Being more
I do
active.
have a lot of talent, but now that I'm doing all this stuff with y'all and that I won that rap house, I feel like this is a good chance to get that started. Starting with all of this and continuing with putting in my own money behind it, so that I could keep going on the shit that I'm on now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I don't know, I just feel like there's not more time. I feel like now is the time, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, bro, once I get that, once I could get, and Cash Visions, shout out Cash Visions again. He's doing a
Shout
music
out
video
Cash.
for me, but he's the one that was talking to me a little bit about the algorithm recently too, and how it works. And he was telling me, I forgot what the numbers were, but there's literally like numbers to this shit, bro. It's crazy. But
Facts.
yeah,
When you
social
break it
media,
down, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
And to add on to that, bro, even like, and this is me coming as a consumer perspective.
yeah.
I've realized sometimes where it's like, I'll watch a reel and it's like, oh, okay, that song is pretty cool, and then like it'll pop up again and maybe 3-4 times, and then maybe like on the 4th time, maybe that's when I'm like, actually, well, let me go check out the full song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of consumers are like that because they're just scrolling. But once they see it 3, 4, 5 times, and
It's
they're like,
fuck it.
now let me go see what's up, you know?
And you know, that makes sense, because me personally, like, and I got this from my pops. My pops was telling me that he had a homie that was telling him this. But with things like music, bro, I feel like off the first listen, you can't say a song's trash. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
feel like you gotta listen to a song at least, and Pops calls it the 3-time rule. But it's like, you gotta listen to something 3 times before you can fully digest and make an opinion.
Yeah.
That's how I
Actually,
don't
yeah.
understand why, say for example, when Drake, he dropped his album, right away you got people an hour later, yo, all 3 of these are trash. Like, how the fuck you listen to that shit that fast? And then second of all, like, even if you did listen to all that shit, you only listened once. You know what I mean?
Facts.
You gotta like listen to a song a couple times and then you digest it. Okay, I have my valid opinion on it. You know what I mean? Like,
It's because I
That's
think
true.
people won't take the time to do that, bro. Like
Facts.
everyone has not everyone, but nowadays like the short attention span, you know.
yeah.
So like everyone kind of already has like their little niche that they like. They like to see certain shit, certain rhythms, beat that they hear. Like, so as soon as some shit comes on, like you damn near know right away, like I'm not fucking with this. Or like, you know, like if you're the person like you like hype shit, you like to turn up to like that shit's too low. I'm not, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you won't even like give it the time of day, but then
Facts.
it's certain shit that like maybe there's a hook or a bridge in it that goes viral later on, and you're like, you know what?
Let me try it
Actually,
again.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're like actually like that shit was
That's how
kind
it
of hard.
be, bro.
It sucks, dude, that music's like that now. Cause like, for example, me and my lady and my pops was talking about this the other day, but like back in my pops era, him and his friends, like there's a drop, and they sitting around a record player listening to a CD smoking. They not on their phones because there's no phone. Like people used to go
So-
get records and
and
like
just
make it a
active
thing of like,
listen.
hey bro, let's all link up and listen to this new Pac album. Let's
Yeah.
all link up and listen to this new record, whatever, blah blah blah. Y'all link up and you
Facts,
just
bro.
smoking weed and listening to music, dog. Like just listening to music. And I could do that. Like I remember one of my favorite Christmases that I've ever had. I'd gotten a couple zips and like, or no, it was one zip, but I'd got one zip and a bunch of woods, and I was just chilling in my room, rolling up in the studio, listening to Tupac. I listened to Tupac all day. I was just listening to his records. I had the window open and I was smoking. I don't know why I felt like doing that on that particular Christmas, but it was dope as fuck. I love sitting there and just listening to music. But back to what we were saying is like, nowadays the majority of people, that's not a thing. Music is more of like either a pastime thing or like it's like you said, like it's just I don't fuck with that. Next. You know what I mean?
Keep scrolling.
Yeah, I've done that before, you know? Like,
we are.
Like I have there's like, I like all kinds of music, you know, but like there's a certain style that like I just specifically like to fuck with, you know? And like if I'm not in that mood, it's just like I'm not even listening to that shit.
100%. No, I hear. I think we've all done that shit.
It's true.
But at the same time though, like keep in mind, that's why if I've done that, but say someone came up and was like, hey, how do you feel about this song? My response would probably be like, I don't know, that's not the kind of music that I listen to. I don't listen to it.
I ain't even really try to hear it.
You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna be like, hey, that shit sucks. You know what I mean? Like, nah, that shit booty. Like, nah, man, like I haven't really listened to it to even make my opinion. You know what I mean? So but yeah, I hear you.
Man, I'll tell you, so like the attention span, right? Like what do we say? Like 6 seconds, 7 seconds, whatever. Where people are like, nah, fuck that, you know?
Yeah.
So like going back to the show, like how you were speaking about the performances, like so also the way you carry that into your music and your tracks.
Yeah.
Like the whole when you walked up there, like, hey, I got 10 minutes and I'm about to do some crazy shit in these next 10 minutes to get you to come fuck with me, you know?
Yeah.
I think songs have to be that way too. And then content, when you're putting content out on Instagram and everything like that, it has to be the same way.
Songs are like you wanna have that eye catcher.
Yeah, something has to catch them.
Or keep in mind too, that's a lot of the time though why producers are so important, because depending on the beat, that might be enough to just keep them there strictly based off of what the beat is sounding like. You know what I mean?
Make someone feel a certain way or something. You know what I mean? Right off the bat.
No, that's a fact. Yeah, because the beats, shout out producers, dog, because producers, producers make a lot of this shit possible, because there's a lot of artists that would be trash without the producers that they work with. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
the producer down there makes them.
Exactly. Like, for example, and like I love Playboy Cardi, but Cardi is one of those ones where, especially his earlier tracks, it's like, I heard what you said, bro, but this beat's so fire that I just like, you know what I mean? Like, I've been paying attention to that the whole time. He could literally just ad-lib on that motherfucker, and that song gonna
still be hard as fuck.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. So it's just one of those things where it just depends on the song. But yes, I agree 100%. If the beat isn't what's carrying, then at the end of the day, you're gonna want to try to do something or say something fire within the first 30, 60 seconds before it's like, you know what I mean?
A little bit more of your music.
Yeah.
So
I peeped your SoundCloud earlier. That shit had like 50 plus songs on there.
Yeah, bro. I got probably 60 something. Let me go ahead.
Hell yeah, that's a good little catalog. So do you have your music anywhere else, or is it just mainly on SoundCloud right now?
I have some songs on Apple and Spotify. I'm finna get a new distributor. So what happened was, I used to work with, I don't know if y'all knew this, but SoundCloud used to have distribution as a part of SoundCloud Plus.
Oh, okay.
So what I did back then was I would have the SoundCloud subscription, and then I would distribute from there. But then they stopped doing that, and I never got another distributor. So I'm going to get another distributor, but yeah, I just haven't, because like I was telling y'all earlier, I did have to take a step away for a little bit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, I've been looking into that. I want to get a new distributor, because that is very important, especially being that when you put it on Apple Music, Spotify, that shit opens up the opportunity to use those songs on Instagram. Like, you know how you can put songs on Instagram and shit? Like, it just opens up more doors. So that's exactly what I'm going for, along with this next drop, VMAX on the way. But with this next drop, I'm trying to get my distributor back so that I can start going back up in that direction too, because I do believe that that's important.
Yeah, definitely, bro. So, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So Apollo2400 for y'all that are listening out there.
2400.
Yes. APOLLO 2400.
Apollo El Paso, man. You already know.
So are you born and raised here in El Paso, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I was born and raised here, stayed in the north. I went to Newman, Terrace, and Andrews. So,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? I also went to Irvin for a little bit. Irvin was cool. But most of my high school was at Andrews. I went to high school. I was there as a freshman, went my first half of my sophomore year to Irvin, and then went back to Andrews, went to Andrews as a junior, and I actually graduated a year early. I don't know. Yeah, that happened. Not because I like school, but because I have a Caribbean Puerto Rican mom that would fucking kill me if I ever fucking dropped out. So it was just easier
Shout
for
out to
me to
moms.
like, yeah, bro. It was just easier for me to be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna drop out. I mean, I'm gonna graduate early, and not only that, but I wasn't. They didn't. I mean, and originally, and shit ended up going how it went. But originally, my mom's plan was to not have me take a gap year. She wanted me to go to college straight after school. But my way of looking at it at the time was like, I didn't take a year off college. I took a year off high school. You know what I mean?
Facts.
All my
Yeah.
peers
You're
are still in
young.
high school right now.
Yeah.
So I graduated early. I'm cooling. I ended up going to Full Sail University for a little bit. I did go over there for engineering, for music
Dope.
engineering. So I went over the Schizo, shout out Schizo. He went over there too. He has a degree from there. I didn't. I did drop out of college, but Full Sail is a cool school as far as like they have like $1 million studio in there. Like their equipment's dope. Like they have a lot of dope scholarships and stuff like that. I just wasn't in the right mindset when I went to college, but I did go over there and I did learn some stuff. So that was cool,
bro.
That's dope.
Well,
Shout out to
honestly, bro, like listening to you speak, listening to a few of your tracks, you know, where your mind is at and everything, I could tell that you're an intellectual, you know what I mean?
Appreciate it, man.
So,
Thank you.
That's actually a big advantage, bro, because a lot of rappers, I don't know, they get too stuck into the trap mentality and they don't educate themselves, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So just the fact that you're already business oriented and all that, bro, that's gonna go a long way for you, bro, for sure.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I got a son, bro. So like, you know what I mean? Like I have to be smart about things I do. I can't really waste time no more.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
It was a point where I could waste time, and it was a point in my life where I could just not give a fuck about what happens tomorrow. But at the end of the day, now it's like, even the music, like at the end of the day, bro, my son, I'm not gonna lie, bro, like, and he can't even talk, but he motivated me to do so much, bro. Like,
Yeah.
he, like, with him being here, like this year, like I said, this year, 2026 alone, I've won 3 competitions. That was after not doing shit for like 2 years. I came back at the end of 24. I started getting back into the performance scene. 25, I did a couple shows. 26, it was just like, all right, bro, like
Just
I
put a
gotta
fire
do this.
in you.
I gotta
It's
get
'cause,
it.
yeah, bro, like at the end of the day, I just feel like I don't have time to sit here and just like wait
Fuck around.
or like think that, because that was my problem before, was that, you know, and this is like basketball. Like coaches used to tell me that, because I used to play basketball in high school and shit, middle school. Coaches used to tell everybody all the time, oh, talent don't matter, talent don't mean shit, it's about how much work you put in.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like with music, you gonna be like, originally I was, oh well, nah, like I'm good though, I'm a good rapper, like, so eventually somebody gonna hear it and but that's not how life works. Somebody isn't just gonna randomly fucking stumble across my SoundCloud and be like, yo,
Here's this
big
fucking
thing.
major record deal.
straight up though, I have to be
It's true,
responsible.
bro.
I have to take responsibility and be like, yo, I want to start getting out there, even if it's not my show. I got to start getting out there and showing face at other people's events, or showing face at certain places, just so people know, hey, bro, I'm in the scene. You know what I mean? Like, it's my job to get out there and be like, yo, like, for example, I paid for promo, and it was only like, bro, dead ass, I spent like $30. I spent $30 on a reel that I made quick as fuck with Triller, and I spent $30 on the promo on Instagram. That shit got 250,000 views, 250K. Imagine if I put $100, you know what I'm saying, on an actual quality music video, which is what I'm thinking about doing when VMAX comes out, when we do this music video and shit, and it's professional. I'm thinking about doing shit like that, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that's the kind of shit that needs to happen. It's not like I could just sit on my ass and be like, oh, well, I'm good. I'm a good musician. I'm a good rapper. So that must mean that. No, it don't mean that, bro. There's somebody, because if I don't do it, it's somebody out there that sucks, that's worse than me, but it's gonna spend that money, and he gonna blow up, and he gonna be rich as hell. His kid's not gonna have to worry about shit, while I still gotta make sure every day that my son got what he need. You know what I mean? Like, nah, man, I'm trying to get to it. You know what I mean?
Also, if you think about it, like how you said, one piece of content that you spend some time and effort doing, and you put some money into it, 250,000 views. Now imagine you have 20, 30 pieces of content.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. And the algorithm at that point damn near promotes you on its own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
'Cause
it'll push you.
If you pay for the promotion, cool. But at that point, you're already getting in people's feeds regardless because of the hashtags you're using, how much you're posting, the way that what you're posting, the way that people interact with it. It's going to start putting itself in people's feeds automatically because that's how the algorithm works. Now you put some money behind it and yeah, bro.
Yeah,
You
bro.
posted a few times, like you said, 30 pieces. Yeah, bro.
And then now you got 50s, 100 new followers,
Facts.
and then boom, more content. Boom, more content. Now your new followers are like, oh shit.
Exactly.
Now they're engaged and shit, you know? So
100.
it's all numbers. It's all numbers.
And that's a big thing, bro. Like you said, so I mean, I haven't heard that saying in like years, bro. I'm talking about I haven't heard that saying like over 10 years, but that hard work beats talent when talent ain't working hard.
That's what I'm saying.
That's just real shit, bro. You apply it. It's because you get in, you get out what you put in, you know?
Yeah.
So like you said, like you was just sitting there like, well, fuck it, this shit gonna come to me. Like ain't shit in life gonna come to you, bro.
Nah,
Nothing,
for real, bro.
Like
for real.
you got to get up and go get that shit.
100%. I agree 100%, bro.
That's what we were talking
it.
about with Cali yesterday. Remember, I was
Yeah.
like, "There's no handouts out here, bro." Like,
There's no like, and especially like being a man, bro. Like we were just talking about grown man shit. Like, there's no way being a grown ass man you could just, whether it's music, whether it's work, whether it's trying to provide for your family, whatever the case may be. Like, there's no way you can have this $1 million dream and say, you know what, I'm hard, I can do this shit, and then sit on your ass every single day.
Is that appropriate as a grown man?
But like,
For real,
you can't be like, oh, nigga, I'm hard, nigga, I'm the hardest rapper, I'm the hardest one out here, nigga, I do this shit. Alright, well,
prove it. You
prove
know?
it, you know, and
Yeah,
then
bro. Well, shit, you want to come compete?
you
It's
feel
like,
me?
all right, then, what the fuck, bro? Like, what you
like,
gonna do?
You want to come compete, and they're like, "Oh, well, what's the lineup?" And then like, "I'm better
I
than them."
I
Or,
don't fuck
you know,
with that
like,
person. I don't like this person. Like,
Yeah.
man, that's another thing, bro. Like, it's just you. Like, with this music stuff, like all them emotions and stuff like that, that gotta go out the
Put
window.
that shit to the
man.
side.
Like,
Hey,
oh, God, bro.
let the best rap win, huh?
For real, bro.
Facts,
Like,
bro.
that's a fact, though. Like, all that emotional shit gotta go. Like, there's been plenty of times I've been on the lineup with people I don't like and that don't like me. Who gives a fuck? We here for the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's people that are real life. Oh, I'm not gonna perform. Like, oh.
So Apollo 2400, VMAX coming up.
VMAX coming soon.
He just won a Rap House
I
contest and a few other ones this year here in the city.
I did.
So yeah, man. So let's get to this question that we like to ask everybody, bro.
What's up?
And I'll let my boy Black Messiah ask the question.
Talk to me.
So we ask everyone that comes on here. We like to ask them, well, what's like something positive, or what's the message that you got for the youth or anyone trying to do what you're trying to do?
Damn, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I really want to push that. I say just be yourself no matter what. Organically yourself. If you are a nerd, that's cool. If you are a dork, that's cool. If you are a anime fan, that's cool. If you're a rock star, that's cool. If you're an athlete, that's cool. Just be yourself, bro. And if you're trying to do what I'm trying to do, don't let nobody else dictate what you think your worth is. You know what I mean? Because there's gonna be people, even when you blow up, there's gonna be people that fuck with you, and there's gonna be people that don't. At the end of the day, you gotta take everything with a grain of salt and think about how you feel, and don't let the negative energy dictate how you feel about yourself. You know what I mean? I'll go back to that same conversation I had with Jediah, my boy, about with the speaker and shit. Like, it's shit like that, bro. I mean, it's going like that same situation. There's people that probably thought that was corny as fuck, but guess what? Who gives a fuck? Because at the end of the day, there's a lot more people that thought that shit was dope.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
At the end of the day, you gotta dictate your own worth. Don't let nobody else tell you different, and stay off drugs, bro. Stay off drugs. If it's not weed, don't do it. You know what I mean? Cause on God, bro, that shit is not gonna make you productive. Like, no, like you gonna, bro, like, you know, you a lot of people be like, oh, I'm gonna take drugs and I'm gonna go to the studio. Like, fam, when you really gets to a point where you might intend to do that, but guess what? You gonna be asleep. You gonna be in the studio sleep as hell, bro. I swear to God, bro. Like, it's like I've been there. That's the only reason I could literally say that. It's because I've been there. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, stay off drugs, stay level headed, just fucking be you organically. And if it's not weed, don't do it. You know what I mean? Other than that, you got it. Remember this. Another thing, I know this is a long message, but at the end of the day, like, you have the power all in your hands. The world is all digital now, where it's not, we don't have to sell CDs out the trunk no more. We don't have to go up, and you can still do that stuff. That stuff is still cool to do, but at the end of the day, you could do everything from your phone. All of that is right here. You have the power to put your stuff out to New York, to fucking California, to fucking Texas, to Arizona, to New Mexico, to Colorado. You have the power to put yourself out there. Facts. Right here. Don't be scared to take that risk. If you're questioning whether or not, damn, bro, I don't want to spend this money because what if I never see it back? Fuck that, bro. Spend it, because at the end of the day, guess what? If you go get yourself some McDonald's, you go get yourself an eighth, you smoke it, and then what's left to show for it? Nothing. At least if you spend some money on this shit, you got something to show for it that'll last forever. Fuck that. You got to be yourself. You got to continue to grind. You gotta, and remember, like, it's basically just literally, my message is just everything we've been talking about this whole time. Hard work is always gonna be talent when talent's not working hard, and that's a fact. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if it's music. It doesn't matter if it's sports. It doesn't matter if it's anything else that's competitive. Anything that's competitive, that is gonna be the number one thing all the time. You have to work hard. Don't get content. Don't settle. Like, just when you reach another level, find the next one after that. Don't get to a level and be like, damn, I'm the man. Like, nah, bro. Like, be confident, but not that confident to where you content. You know what I mean?
Facts, bro.
Yeah.
No, I fuck with that, bro. That's a good ass message.
Solid ass message, bro. Solid ass message, bro.
Especially, I really like the drug one, bro, because not a lot of people actually talk about that.
It's because, bro, like I said, I've lived it. Like, I lived it. Like,
and I think it is a big misconception, bro, because a lot of youngsters out here, they're like, oh, I'm gonna become a rapper, or I'm gonna become a rock star, and I want to do drugs and party and this and that, but that's not what it is, you know?
Bro, you could act, and I guarantee you all these people, like, I mean, it starts with Future, right? You look up to Future. Okay, have a conversation with Future. He's rich, so he can afford his habit, I guess. It doesn't make it okay, but at the end of the day, exactly, he's rich, and he's written a song. There's a song called Xanax Damage out right now by Future. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, for one, even if you're rich and got fucking money to support that shit, is still gonna cause long-term health effects, and it's gonna cause a mental stress. Bro, after I got sober, fam, it was a little bit, and it's weird because I started making music before I was ever into drugs, right? Yeah. But it was a point in time where it's like, I started thinking like, damn, I feel like the drugs are what made me good. And it's like, how? Like, that's what you was already good before that. Right there. But that's how deep it gets to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, this is real life, bro. This is not a movie. This is not a song. Like, you will be shitting yourself for days straight, shaking, having fevers, can't stand up, can't walk for days. I promise.
And that's best case scenario, bro. Like, look at all the people we've lost: Mac Miller, Juice WRLD.
Exactly.
Like, we just lost Tate Keith, bro.
Straight up, bro.
Like, this is not a joke, bro.
It's
like,
not.
People die off this shit, you know.
And I don't want to sound. That's why I had to let them know that I've been through it, because I didn't want to sound like that old dude that's just trying to like stay off these new. Like, nah, man. It's like, yo, I've actually real life lived this shit. Like, I could tell you how bad that shit hurt. Like, I could tell you how difficult it was and what it did to my mental. Like, I felt inconfident. I felt like, for some reason, I felt like the drugs made me a better person, and that, like, when I'm sober, I just can't do the things that I could when I was high for some reason. It gets to a point where it's like, you have to remind yourself who the fuck you are, and you have to remind yourself, like, nah, man, like, I'm more than that. I'm more than a pill. I'm more than a drink. I'm more than a fucking whatever the fuck your addiction is. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, you're more than that, and you have to remember that shit, like, always, for real, for real.
That's good shit, bro. And at the end of the day, that's just grown man shit, bro. You gotta look yourself in the mirror and be like, nigga, like, that this ain't what it is. You know,
for real. That's a fact, bro. Yeah, it just gets to a point.
And anybody who's out there battling addiction, don't be too hard on yourself, bro. Like, if you backslide and stuff like that, like, progress is progress, you know what I mean? Real. So, like, if you're actively trying, if you're actively feeling that conviction, if you're actively, you know, saying no, don't be too hard on yourself. So that's also part of the journey.
all I gotta say is just stay real with yourself. Because
Yeah,
the minute
exactly.
you start, you can lie to the world, bro, and everyone's gonna believe. The minute you start lying to yourself, I mean, can't nobody save you from that
Facts.
shit.
That's 100, bro.
So
Yeah,
just be real with yourself.
Ain't nobody is gonna be able to say when you in that deep of an addiction, bro. Nobody can save you but you.
Exactly,
It doesn't
bro.
matter what your
Exactly.
bro. Like I could have my mama and my dad both telling me like,
Every
yo,
day.
like what the fuck is you on? Like
Like, every
please
day.
stop. And you're just not gonna like. It's not gonna click. And it sounds fucked up, but that's because it is fucked up. On God,
Yeah,
like
for real.
it's not gonna click. You're not gonna stop until you one day look in the mirror and be like,
got
bro,
it,
this
I
is
got
how
it.
I'm living.
It's
like,
on
Like
me.
I done fucked this up.
For real, like it gets to a point, and like at the end of the day, it's just like, nah. I did feel like I needed to come up here and say that, especially in El Paso, bro, because it's like
that's a big
we got a
message.
lot
Yeah.
of we got a drug problem in El Paso. For
We
real,
do.
for
No,
real,
we
as
do.
a collective,
We have a
bro,
drug
like,
problem and an
dead
alcohol
ass.
problem.
Nah,
bro.
dead ass, bro, and alcohol and drugs combined are always killing people driving on the roads, all this other shit here in the city, and
Yeah.
it's like, nah.
Drinking,
I wanted
driving.
I just wanted to share a slice of how real this shit could really get and let people know that, like, if you have dreams, them drugs gonna get in the way. I'm not talking about weed either. Like, I mean, and alcohol is one of those things where it depends on the kind of person you is.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
facts.
judge you on what you do. It depends on the kind of person you is, whether you can handle it, if you're drinking responsibly, if you're not driving. There's a lot of different factors in that. So
Facts.
those two, weed is just, in my book, bro, weed's fine. But both of those two are okay, questionable. But like everything else though, like nah, dog.
nah,
Like, you
yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? Like at the end of the day, like we do have a drug problem as a city, and I want people to understand that this shit isn't just all like, cause I'm not gonna lie, I still rap about it. Like to this day, I still rap about drugs. Like
Yeah.
it sounds fucking cool. What the fuck? Like, but,
but
at the same time though, like I have to take this time to come on an interview on
Exactly.
record and be like, yo, like just cause I'm rapping about it don't mean. I've also rapped about killing people, and I've also rapped about having do I look like I got a diamond chain on my fucking neck, bro? Do I look like you know what I mean? At the end of the day, come on, bro. We all know how this shit is. It's fucking rap. You know what I mean? But
Facts, bro.
just stay true to yourself, man. Fuck all the negative energy. Value yourself and don't do drugs, and you'll be up. You'll be great. I promise.
Shout out to that. Shout out to being a real one.
Hell yeah, bro.
man, for
We
real.
appreciate
That was
you
a good
pulling
ass
up
I
on us,
really
bro.
thank y'all for having me, man.
Hell
For
yeah,
real.
man. We're excited to hear VMAX.
Hell yeah.
The full vinyl edition.
Hell yeah.
Excited to see the music video.
Most
And
definitely.
we'll stay in contact, bro, for sure. I definitely want me an Apollo feature myself, bro.
For
so.
sure, yeah. I want to work with both of y'all. Like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
God,
Make it happen.
and then like shit, maybe like a year from now, when we all in a bigger and better place, we'll come back and do another interview.
Oh yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely. We
Yeah.
gonna come back. For
Yeah,
sure.
that
For
should
sure,
be
for
fire as
sure.
fuck. I'm already knowing, but
Well,
Shit,
y'all
man.
heard it first. Here on Escaping Reality TV.
escaping reality.
It's your boy Detox.
It's your boy Black.
And it's your boy Apollo 24 motherfucking 100, man. Follow all of us. Go ahead.
We out.
Peace.
Yeah.